Hello and welcome to Manga96, and today we're going to talk about High School DxD. Today's topic will be Kuroka and what she did in the story. Specifically, I will cover the volumes that the anime didn't cover, starting from volume 11 and going all the way to through volume 4, as it is the perfect place to end this video. But before we start, here's a spoiler warning, as I'll be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with what Kuroka did in volume 11. In volume 11, she, Fenrir and Lefei Pendragon acted as officers bodyguards at the Hyodo residence, where she negated Koneko's mating season due to it being extremely dangerous on her body. During the attack of Sao Sao in George, Kuroka and Lefei used the magic circle to switch Wally and Fenrir's positions, allowing Wally to join the fight. Kuroka, however, was injured while protecting her sister after Sao Sao redirected Wally's attack to Koneko. While recuperating from her injury, she reveals to Issa that her previous master was a power-hungry person who would make even his servants and their families go through crazy power-ups, and had intended to use Koneko as an experiment to test the powers of an Ikomata. Therefore, Kuroka was forced to kill her master to protect her sister. She later offers to teach her sister the Nekomata's Senjutsu and Yojutsu and is somewhat surprised when Koneko agreed. During the demonic beast ride in volume 12, she and the rest of the Wally team were hiding in the Gramarye Palace while waiting for Wally to recuperate from his curse that he received from Samael. She and the rest of the Wally team later go on to the realm of the dead and started a fight with the Grim Reapers under Hades. She, along with Lefei Pendragon, later moved into the Hyodo residence in volume 14 as semi-permanent residence so that she could teach her sister on how to use her powers better while making a mess out of Issa's house, much to his dismay, with Lefei apologizing for Kuroka's actions. After seeing Kuroka reading a book regarding Senjutsu to teach her sister, Issa asks if Kuroka wants to have reconciled with Koneko. She admits that she feels that she did something horrible to her sister, even if it was to protect her, as Koneko was blamed by many devils and was even nearly executed. Issa reassured her that he would help the two sisters patch up their relationship when the time comes, adding that Koneko's smile was the most important thing to him. Kuroka finally understood the reason why all the girls around Issa were falling for him, claiming that he was more charming than a normal handsome man. She was later absent during the attack of the Chaos Brigade due to Wally calling her and Lefei back to assist him with his own battle. She appears again in volume 15, where she and Lefei talk about the Wally team's battle against Ajidaka and later recommended Lefei as Issa's pack magician. In volume 16, she and the rest of the Wally team participated in the meeting with the formation of DxD and became the house guest of Hyodo residence. In volume 19, she and the other members of her team paid a visit to the Hyodo residence underground pool, where they witnessed for the first time Issa and Ria's new combination technique. In volume 20, the Wally team were able to find the location of the stolen city Agares, which Clipod was using as their base of operation. Kuroka and Lefei headed to the Hyodo residence to inform the others, which led DxD to launch a counterattack against Clipod. In volume 21, Kuroka and the rest of her teammates were sent to Northern Europe alongside Tobio and Lavine to prepare for Clipod's attack, where they battle the army of evil dragons and fake scale males, while Wally goes up against Ajidaka. At the conclusion of the war, Kuroka and her team notices Azazel, along with the other mythological leaders, prepares to seal Trahexa in the isolation barrier field along with themselves. He tells them all to look after Wally while he is gone. In volume 22, Kuroka and the rest of the Wally team go fishing with the Occult Research Club and Issa's parents, Goro and Mike. Kuroka says she'll support Koneko, Ravel, Gasper and Valerie, then eating the fishes deliciously once they catch them, with Koneko saying they won't give any more fishes to her. In volume 24, Kuroka joined everyone to enjoy a day at the school pool. She took the opportunity with Issa to rub sunstain oil on him with her bare breasts and hands until Koneko intervened by telling her to wait her turn like everyone else. However, she ignores her sister and continues to seduce Issa, even attempting to take him to the changing room to mate. Soon, Ravel came in to scold Kuroka for cutting in. She then makes a run for it to avoid getting caught. She and Koneko later appeared in the kitchen when Issa walked in as his father tells Aaron about his own father's perverted days. Issa notices the sorrowful expression on the two of who don't have any parents. Kuroka and Koneko soon end up being targeted by the Grim Reapers due to being involved in their late father's research in artificially creating super devils. When Issa returns home after learning about the Nekomata's sister past, he meets Kuroka on the roof, where she opens up to him about herself and how she hid the truth from Koneko to protect her. She also promises to amend her past mistakes and assist them in any threat they come across. When she embraces Issa, he hugged her back, assuring that he will protect her and Koneko, thus establishing Kuroka as part of the family. Well, the time came for Rias and Wally's team to face each other at the Rating Game World Tournament. Kuroka and Koneko battled one-on-one with each other while the other alias stood guard outside the stadium. Just after Thanatos and his minions were defeated, Issa used his new ability to contact the Nekomata girls through Ravels and their breasts, telling them the threat has been dealt with. Touched by his efforts to protect them, Kuroka tells her sister that whoever wins their fight will be Issa's bride. He objects to this by saying that he will take them both as his brides. They both accept his proposal, with Kuroka confessing that she loves him. As their fight continues, Kuroka makes another bet that whoever wins will mate with Issa first, which Koneko accepts. In the end, Kuroka was defeated by Koneko, who has surpassed her in terms of strength. She compliments her sister on how strong she's gotten and says that she no longer needs her, but Koneko denies it, saying that she will always need her big sister. They embrace each other before Kuroka is retired, where victor over the game goes to the Wally's team in the end. When Aaron went to see Rias at the medical room, Koneko asked her permission to change her name to Shirone Tojo. Kuroka responds to this by also requesting to change hers to Kuroka Tojo. At that moment, when Koneko took the chance to kiss Issa, Kuroka also took a bold approach to kiss him with her tongue. This goes back and forth between them until Issa's other fiancés began wanting kisses from him as well. In volume 25, Kuroka bursts into Issa's room in order to do perverted things with him after learning that Rias wasn't coming to the Hyodo residence but ended up interrupting Issa's moment with Roswaisa. Kuroka asks Roswaisa if she wants to have Issa's child, while also rubbing her own belly, stating his child will be her belly and really wants it fast, no matter we're causing Issa to have a nosebleed. She also asks Koneko if she wants to reserve his child and reminds that the proposal of the sister was accepted and tells to make lots of children with her while also nibbling his ear. Kuroka asks Roswaisa again if she wants to have Issa's child, which Roswaisa panicked and says he will be sleeping tonight, so the four of them decide to sleep together. Kuroka and her team celebrated at the Hyodo residence along with the rival teams. As the girls fight over Issa, she pulls him away from Akeno and shows him into her breast, claiming he likes her breasts best, and begins fighting with Koneko. She reappeared in True Volume 1. She bursts into Issa's room in order to sleep with him, and she jumps towards him and landed her breast into his face. While commenting that she was being held by Issa, Koneko came in and reprimanded her for not following Rias' orders and later tried to pull her away from Issa. In True Volume 2, Kuroka appeared in Issa's dream of him marrying his brides, with Kuroka among the first group of brides and showing her impression of herself wearing a wedding dress. During Wally's move to Kou Town, Kuroka was mentioned by Lei Fei that she will be sleeping at the Hyodo residence. She arrived late to the Hyodo residence to join sleeping with Issa after she and Lei Fei went to do something, but kicked Issa out of the bed in the process in her sleep. She appeared after the defeat of Cerberus and Tartarus in True Volume 3, where she heard from Lei Fei that the Pentagon family requested the aid of the Team DxD to help deal with the users of Alpha K Tyrant and the fake 2 Heavenly Dragons, expressing on joining the fight. In True Volume 4, Kuroka and her team faced against Team Journey to the West in their first match of the main stage at the Lucifer Stadium, where Kuroka assisted her team against the first generation Sun Wukong. Kuroka and Sha Wujing fought against the first generation Sha Wujing, but they couldn't break through his defensive wall. In Sha Wujing and Zhu Baiji attempt to save Biko, Kuroka and Lefei use their magic and jutsus to fight the oncoming round water spears. She gets captured by the water spears and tries to destroy it with her jujutsu and magic, but it only scratched due to the effects of the spell and was nearly hit by Su Wukong's Ryuji Jing Big until Sha Wujing tried to use her staff to repel the Ryuji Jing Bang. But the staff bent and passed through Sha Wujing and continued its assault on Kuroka until Arthur caught the staff with his skull brand. The surf tip of Ryuji Jing Bang came flying in a different direction and hit Kuroka's back and abdomen in the water, causing her to retire from the match. Before her retirement, Kuroka unleashed her poison mist until Sun Wukong took out the mist. It was revealed that Kuroka's poison was created to work on Sha Wukong by using his descendants Biko as a guinea pig, allowing him and Shu Wujing to defeat Sun Wukong and win the match. At the Hyodo residence, Kuroka learned of Issa's condition after being hit by Alpaca Tyrant and listened to the girls about the previous incident of Issa being hit by Azazel UFO, with Kuroka asking about Issa being cured at that time, which Rias confirms. In efforts to change Issa back, Kuroka and Koneko ask him to polyglot to them to listen to their breaths, but he refuses to use it. Even as Issa still plans to marry his brides and still gets embarrassed by hearing the word breast, Kuroka believes that his condition won't allow him to make children, causing Issa to scold her, and Kuroka's depressing calls his condition a serious illness. After arriving to England and Lefei wishes to fight against Meredith, Kuroka and Koneko offer to help Lefei against the Sacred Gear. Arriving at the mansion where Meredith is located, the group was split into two, with Kuroka's group infiltrating the mansion and encountering the Sacred Gear users, where Kuroka, Koneko and Arthur fight against them. Kuroka and Koneko use their senjutsu to locate Meredith at the second floor and encounter more of the Sacred Gear's users with the appearance of Meredith and defeat them. After the battle, Kuroka was promoted to High Class Dial and became a member of Zenovia Spirit after Zenovia made a deal with Aujak. Kuroka and the members of Team DxD celebrated their victory at the garden of the Hyodo residence. Later on, she and her team went to deliver Hades and Angra Magno to the uninhabited island of the Atlantic Ocean, but they were suddenly attacked by Bebo Su and Guardor as they came to capture Hades and Angra. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on Kuroka's role in the story. And that will be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.